This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and now I've got my name right there, so you know what to call me. Because sometimes these companies, they want to sponsor my stuff, they want to put ads in my videos, they send me emails, I'm telling you. And you know what they say? They all say the same thing. Dear Convert Go Bleu. You call me CGB. The name, people want to know the name. The name comes from a gamer tag that was randomly generated by Xbox when I joined Xbox Live like a million years ago. And that's where I started my streaming career, was streaming me playing Xbox Live games. So it wasn't a career back then. I shouldn't have even phrased it that way, but just CGB. The cool kids call it CGB. Nobody sends me messages as Convert Go Blue. All right. Anyway, name on shirt, deck that you've probably already judged and decided that you absolutely hate. Yeah. There was supposed to be sound effects there. Oh, it did work. So now I've played them twice. So there are a few running themes in this show. CGB versus Mono Red, CGB's decks that get beaten by fires, and CGB versus his audio equipment. The battle rages on. Anyway, the deck. Focus. Guys, I know that you don't like SIMIC Flash, but I really don't like getting my things stolen. And I really like trying to find companions, because playing companion decks is very fun for whatever reason for me. Like, I very much love taking a good deck and making it a trash fire just to suit a companion. I'm having way too much fun with this, and it's going to keep happening. I have more Luris decks than I know what to do with. I'm more Yorion piles than I can possibly explain. So it's going to keep coming. I don't know. People complain about companion, but it unlocked the deck builder side of me big time, and I'm having a blast. So this is Singleton SIMIC Flash, because the companion cost of LUTRI is that we have to play Singleton. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. So we can run a decent mana base over here, but we have to run only one of each spell. So can you believe there are enough cards in SIMIC Flash to make a deck? There actually are. And it's a little light on creatures. We only have 14 creatures, but we sure have a whole bunch of counter spells. So it's a pretty sweet deck, and I'm not going to go over the individual card choices in LUTRI decks because it takes a while. Just try to find a good mix of cards that you want to copy. So like, you need some Chemister's Insights in this deck. You know what I mean? You need your Petty Theft and Unsummon and Opt. You just want cards that you want to copy with the LUTRI so that you get value. But then the rest of it is you want enough counter spells to make sure that they don't Luca Agent all over you. And you want enough creatures to finish the job in a reasonable tempo-y way. So we've got some cards that usually don't make the cut in SIMIC Flash, like Thrix of the Sun and Storm and the Great Shark, the Dream Eater. You know, you don't see those every day in SIMIC Flash anymore. But they're here in this build, and it's going to be fun. So this is the deck we're going to play. Again, as far as explaining it, I don't want to go over every card. Just try to get a nice mix. I will point out that I have Stomping Ground in the mana base. The reason for Stomping Ground in the mana base is because you can use red mana to pay the cost of LUTRI. And the reason we use Stomping Ground is because there's no point in using Steam Vents, because that already makes blue mana. So what sometimes is awkward about the deck is, say that you have LUTRI, and say that you have Opt. You want to copy the Opt with the LUTRI. You need 3 blue sources for that. 2 blue to cast the LUTRI, and 1 more blue source to cast the Opt. If you have 2 forests and 2 islands, you can't do that play. But if you have 2 islands, 1 forest, and 1 Stomping Ground, you can make that play. I found 2 to be a good number. You could run 4 if you're aggressive, but there's still a lot of aggro decks out there. They will punish you for paying life. All right. Also, one of the cards that doesn't really fit is Uro, but Uro's so freaking good and provides a ton of advantage that having the one of has helped so far. So we're about to dive in. But first of all, I want to give a quick unsponsored shout out to another YouTube channel. This is Peachy and the Bug Magic Cards for Kids. I'm going to play you a quick bit of their intro, see if you recognize these voices.
All right, everybody, we got Peachy and the Bug and the Daddy here. Today we've got
No, that's not the intro. Not what I'm looking for. Must be the wrong video.
Magic cards, magic cards, magic cards for kids. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully that one doesn't haunt your nightmares the way that the Covert Go Blue intro from a few days ago may have. But a shout out to Peachy and the Bug and Magic Cards for Kids for doing that adorable version of my intro and their adorable YouTube channel over here. So if you've got kids and you want kids talking about magic cards and showing off some magic cards, unboxing, they're basically doing like some product unboxings, showing off the cards and talking about them, then check out the channel. Friend of the show. The dad is a patron of the show. The girls are apparently fans. So best wishes to that particular channel. And yeah, if that's your bag, check it out. I don't have kids, personally. I think they're adorable when they do sweet things. I think that they're scary when they cry and throw stuff and have fits. So I'm in the perfect spot to appreciate this. I can just watch it, share it with you, and be done. All right, lots of talk. Into video. Let's go. Weird not having any green, but Ambusher is one of our powerful cards, and I think I keep this anyway. And look at that. Raisin Borrower is ready. Our set. Great. Everybody's fave. Get you and Elspeth conquers death. Let's try that again. We're going to need another green for Frilled Mystic here. Neutralize is ready. If the opponent plays the Narset, we can attack it with Brazen Borrower. Yep. So they get a draw 2. We made them pay 6 mana for it. It could be worse. There's another green source. But it's tapped. If it had been untapped, I think we'd make an interesting game of this. I'm a little concerned being tapped it won't be good enough. Let's hang on to Tail's End. If our opponent goes for something expensive here and we neutralize it, we have a chance. Omen of the Forge. If that's all they're doing, I don't mind. We could bounce it, but then they have the mana to play it again. That's not a good play. Now what will they do? Fires of Invention. No. Attacks. The clock has started. Opponent's like, wait a minute. They only have one of each card. I don't have to worry about any more Frilled Mystics. That's true. You don't. But you may have to worry about some other things. Here's one of them. So bouncing the opponent's permanents with Brazen Borrower isn't particularly great, but neither is copying something with LUTRI. But, oh yeah, we have this open. That's pretty good. Ah yeah. SIMIC Flash. Prey on him. For your next trick, what would you like to get countered this time? Scry to the top, shatter the sky. Neutralize. Counter target spell. Resolve. And G frickin' G, bro. Didn't even need my LUTRI. Beat you with my Singleton deck. What? He's so cocky. Why is CGB so cocky? Dude. Beat Luca with a Singleton deck. You have to relish in, you have to enjoy your wins. If you don't enjoy your wins... I am as self-deprecating as anyone, actually. In real life, I beat myself up all the time. But you have to enjoy your wins in the arena. Because, God, the losses can pile up and they can be painful. Enjoy yourself. Unleash your inner swagger. All right? Unleash your inner swagger. You don't have to bottle it up all the time. You can feel good. It's okay. Doesn't make you a terrible person. It's just a game. I love you. Thorigor. Come at me, demon bro. We've got the shark. There's no way we mulligan this hand. Yeah, baby. Snap, snap. Our opponent has no companion. For once, we're not playing against Yorion. Unless they just forgot to put it in the deck. Nope. I get to do this for you. Are you ready? I've been waiting for this. This got tweeted to me, so thank you very much to Amit from Israel. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Mono red. Mono red. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Attack phase. Till they're dead. Here's a fervent champion. Here's a robber of the rich. Oh, and we finished the job. They will now die. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Mono red. Mono red. Careless. Celebrant. Fervent champion. Castle. Ember breath. Attack phase. Till they're dead. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Mono red. Mono red. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Attack phase. Till they're dead. And we finish the job. Well, and that's enough of that game. And that's enough of that. I hope you enjoyed the Mono Red song. Remix. Hey, we go first this time. What do they got? Kahira? Okay, it's gonna take them a few turns to get rolling anyway. Let's do this. And we need the land, so that's perfect. There won't be anything to Tail's End. Oh wait, Kahira is not Karuga. I thought I was up against like Jeskai Fires. I am not against Jeskai Fires. What do you think are the odds that they have a turn 2 legendary thing or something I can counter? You know, they might have a Fabled Passage. I would snap that off. Awkward. Why do I always draw the second LUTRI? 100% of the time, this is in my openers. It's kind of nauseating. So do we Tail's End that? Just a 3-2, but it makes all their other things good. We might even be able to ambush it next turn, but I do think we counter it when we can. Whirlwind Denial. Sweet. Fires of Invention. No. Let's do it again. They'll probably play a big creature. Nope. More Fires of Invention. So first we want to Omen. And I guess I want my Scry to be useful, so I will sacrifice this now. We'll get another blue. Omen of the Sea. I want the land. The Gadwick I don't really want right now. Or maybe I do. No, I don't think I'll need the Gadwick here. I don't think this opponent's going to be able to really run me out of resources. So, Shark. This is where the shark attack occurs, everybody. This is it. The shark attack is coming. You can feel it. Never mind. They got me this time, didn't they? Do I trade? I don't trade, right? No way. They have an Embercleave, the shark can counter it. We'll make some tokens. The tokens will take on the Ceratops. It will be okay. I will lose some life, but I will gain so much more. I have the LUTRI Brazen Borrower combo. We might have to bounce some things, but they would have to resolve 2 things for that to matter. Yep. No blocks. Next turn we can make the tokens gang up on the Ceratops. Here's Vivian. I can't counter that. Not cool, but this does play into LUTRI Borrower.
A world of monsters. This is my paradise. I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
Petty Theft, Stompy. LUTRI, copy, Petty Theft. Scorching Dragonfire, not my otter, you monster. Doesn't stop me from getting my way. Now the question is, yeah, I do think I need to block. It's like whether or not to get aggressive here. But I don't think I still want the 3/3s to block the Ceratops. Vivian returns. We don't have the answer. What'd you get?
I love making
What are you? Vigilance. Okay. That's fine. That is not what I'm afraid of. Alright. And they're on land. But Vivian lets them play cards from the top of their deck, so it's gonna get funky. Alright, so let's play Borrower. Do we play the LUTRI as well? Right now the opponent can go block, 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 and 3 points gets to Vivian. Or if we attack with the Ambusher. Let's do it. I'm feeling aggressive. I'm feeling aggressive, everybody. So, this could be a trade, or the opponent could block here and then try to reduce my life total. If they don't block anything at all and I get a 3/3, it can block this 3/3, and I'm not dead. So, let's try to fight the card advantage source so that Vivian doesn't get to simply overwhelm us. The opponent's going to go for the reach. They're going to stop the Borrower. That's fine. I thought Grazer would do that job, but this is an option too. Makes sense to get the flyer off the board. But they don't get the Ambusher off the board. And the Vivian still dies. Why did I hold this land? It was a mistake. No attack. So if I flash this in, and the opponent blocks it, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's go for it. I don't think they have a lot of instant speed removal, so I think the shark attack is going for the throat here. They do have instant speed removal. Epic. Absolutely epic. Wow. Did not expect that. They fall to 2. We are at 8. This is going to be close now. You can put counters on this, get it up to 4, potentially interfere with the Ambusher. That can go to the bottom. Here's my 3/3. The opponent still has their back against the wall with these wolf tokens. Can they draw into something good? I mean, that is a strong card. Is it lethal? Not quite. All right. Cycle. Just in case. Quench. Let's do it. Reduces the amount of times the opponent can pump this card. So I don't think they can kill me now. Close game. Why am I at -4 and they're at 2 and I won? Gotta love those victory bugs. So I do get this question whenever it happens on the video. It is a bug. I think we all kind of know that, but there's a bunch of people who are like, wait a minute, why did that happen? Bug. I don't know how to explain bugs. They're bugs. Going for win number 4. Let's go. Regardless, getting to 3, kind of being 50-50 with a singleton deck in standard feels kind of like I did something. Feels okay, man. All right, on the play, good hand. Let's do it. Nope. But they are Karuga, and we have counters, and this hand is not terrible, so this could be a good matchup. Well, are they going to get to Teferi me? Oh, they are. Never mind. They're going to Teferi me. And then this isn't even a game. No, no, don't do it. Don't you. Okay. Okay, we're okay. It's gonna be okay. I think it's going to be okay. This is annoying, but I think I'll live. Oh my gosh. Had me going there. Had me thinking you were somebody else, Narset. Boom, slam that, fires. So, which counter is first counter? We probably would like to be mana efficient. Disdainful Stroke will have a lot of targets, but it can't counter Teferi. I think we just use the Stroke. Picking your counter spells actually comes up as a thing sometimes. It's not a complete act of indulgence. Nope, found a Teferi. You did find a Teferi, didn't you? Let's thin the deck. I have to fetch green if we want to use the Mystic, so be it. And the opponent sees the LUTRI, so you know they're going to be tilted because they're like, well, they only have one Frilled Mystic in their deck. Yep. Ponder's Enclave. Greedy mana base fires. We might be able to exploit that, since the opponent so far... We haven't let them resolve a Fires of Invention. Alright. Get rid of you. Permanents on the battlefield are potential draws for Karuga if that is to resolve. Yeah, shock yourself. More Teferi. They drew another one. Oh, we can't counter 2 things anyway. I think I should spend the intervention because next turn I might be able to LUTRI and sabotage. But nah, let's use the sabotage. I don't think there's any way they drew into that many Teferis. Let's put this in the graveyard. We have enough threats. We need more counters. All right. They got a Clarion to resolve. I would have baited with the Clarion and then played the Teferi, but maybe they think they have to play around Quench. I only have one. Elspeth conquers death with no targets, because the plan is to eventually get Teferi back. Let's just not. So that's 1, 2 is open, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Counter target spell unless it pays twice X. They can't pay 4, so this is good. Amazing how good Elspeth Conquers Death is. You can just slam it. It's fine. Mystical Dispute. Might catch the Karuga, but it's running out of time. I guess we can copy it with LUTRI. Make somebody pay 6. Narset, okay. Looks like that will be the plan. Now, that if the opponent shatters the sky, I'm really happy, so... We have to do this before they get the chance to decide whether or not to pay, so of course they're not going to pay. And they do shatter the LUTRI. We are happy. I think I just draw here, though, rather than play the Ambusher. Because I know I want to tap out for this Gadwick at some point. I may as well do it now. A lot of land. And the opponent resolves a key spell. Meanie. What a meanie. More blue mana available can't be too bad of an idea. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So even through this going off, we can negate something and play the Ambusher. And we do need to get a presence on board before Teferi happens. Shark Typhoon isn't bad. It gives us a way to play through the Teferi. Makes an 8/8 Shark. That could be epic. Here comes the Time Raveler. Opponent should take the time to resolve a Karuga, or something else if they drew it. Not bad. 3 beacons is going to take a long time to fight through, if we can do it at all.
Compassion and understanding above all.
All right, they're going for it. They're like, please draw me an expensive card.
Mind of the dragon.
I say, please draw land. They did draw land. All right, draw 2. Thinking about the token or the Ambusher, goes for the Ambusher. And things are suddenly going amazingly well for them. Just like that. But I'm not finished with them yet. My one-of Shark Typhoon, baby. And Nissa. Well, Baruga's got Nissa pretty covered. Although that's a lot of mana I can make. Don't have a counter spell. It's possible I should attack down the Narset to protect Nissa. Well, I can just throw away a land. Alright, so I'll do it like this.
Witness the tides that bind us all. Harness the elements.
So down goes your Teferi. Down goes your Narset. Island gets blocked, no surprise there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can definitely cast most of my things. But I may as well use this now. Just play the Omen. Oh wait, Teferi doesn't allow for that. Teferi doesn't allow for that. There might be an exiting combat step if I put it on full control where this is gone and I can play it, but I'm pretty sure it clears through the phases, so there's no point.
I misjudged our communication.
Fires. Okay, you get one more spell after this one. I could also try. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe I find a good counter spell here. Counter spell that makes sense. Whirlwind Denial. Make the opponent pay 4. That's not very good. Spectral Sailor, though, is very good. I think we can put this on the bottom if Fires is going to resolve, but I'll take this card. And then I'm also going to go blue, green, draw 2 more. Alright, still not a counter spell, but that can resolve, and we'll see what the opponent does with it. Of course. So, with Teferi resolving, do we play the Ambusher and the Sailor? I think so. Teferi's probably going to jump the Shark, I would say. Why did they tap the Enclave, I wonder? Guess they expected a counter spell. Alright, so Sailor, come on down. Nightpack Ambusher, come on down. That Teferi is not going to make it until the next turn. That's the bright side. Takes out the 8/8 Shark. Yeah, they are running low on resources. If they trade their Karuga, they're just going to get run over. If they attack, I could just take it. Dream Eater. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and another 3 to the face. It's a long way to go. But a lot of mana and a lot of cool stuff to do. Anything to do with the mana on my turn? Yeah, we can draw a card. All right.
The land fights for us.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
I don't think Teferi wants round 2 with the way this deck is moving right now. Let's make all the mana we can. The odds are I can use it. I don't have to overthink it too much to know that. With a Spectral Sailor on the board, a Voracious Great Shark, a Dream Eater. Yeah, we can use a lot of mana. Elspeth Conquers Death, of course. Let's see if we draw something good. Sea Dasher, Octopus, not really. All right. Bouncing either of these is not great. I'm kind of thinking I want the Surveil. May as well draw 2 cards if I'm going to draw. Tails End. Okay. Resolve. Target the Nissa, I'm sure. And then Tails End the trigger. Would you like to attack, Karuga? Didn't think so. Draw a card with Bonder's Enclave, sure. We only have 1 blue mana left, which is a bit unfortunate, but we can use it for an unsummon. They draw Shatter the Sky. Unbelievable. How do we do that? Alright, so we'll go with this. We'll unsummon here. Tap this for green. Hit resolve. Opponent gets a card I don't. Replay the Ambusher. I guess I do need more blue sources on the field. I can't use any mana this turn, right? So I may as well do this.
The land shall conquer you.
I'd rather have the 3/3 than the card. This way, even if they draw something that removes the Ambusher, like an Elspeth Conquers Death, this 3/3 plus 3 plus... I guess this would be 2, but darn it. Alright, Narset. Of course, and all the life gain that comes with it.
Mind and body should move in unison.
Find a Sarkin, sure. Is that the play? I don't know if... I mean, it gains you life, so... And you see my shark, it never gets to counter anything. Everybody's just too good at Magic to allow for that. Alright. In response? I think that they still get to do it, but there's a Neutralize, there's an Aether Gust, here's a Wilt. Actually, this is a ton of interaction. Wilt destroys fires, or the Elspeth conquers death, actually. So I guess I really want that. And I want to play the Octopus to draw into the Neutralize. Good. Fourth Beacon, of course. They've seen more than half their deck. Good game. The lethal appears to be in order. Or the overkill.
Come on, I will listen to them roar.
Whew, tough game. Even money dance. Even money dance. Even money, even money, even money dance. Even money, even money, even money dance. I want some more. Let's go. On the play. Beautiful counterspell hand. Let's do it. Close. Another Karuga. More fires. Let's do this. Looks like the more traditional fires, at least from the Sphinx of Foresight, showing up. And we have the Mystical Dispute, so they can't beat us with Teferi on turn 3. They might beat us with Teferi on turn 4. That could happen. We'll keep hiding our greenness. Let the opponent think we're mono blue for a minute. The second Lutri is in every opener, I swear. It's insane. Am I afraid of this? I can trade a Lutri for it. I think I'd better save my spells for something else. I guess gusting it. I also could want to gust the fires, but Stroke and Dispute hit that. Alright. We'll just do this. I don't think the opponent wants to draw this again, so I think it will go to the bottom. And it does. Now we play the Forest, because if we draw Frilled Mystic, we want to be able to cast it next turn. So it's the Disdainful Stroke or the Mystical Dispute, and it's an easy Mystical Dispute, I think. Disdainful Stroke can hit so many more things that are going to cause us trouble. Now we'll see how the opponent chooses to play around our toys. Or if they smash into it, as they often do. Another Sphinx. I'm going to say that's fine. There's definitely better stuff I need to counter later. Let's start cranking out the tokens. Their Sphinx can't really... I mean, if it attacks, I start attacking them. And keep on top. Alright, must be nice. It is a Narset. Let's not do that. I think we hold the Lutris. We may need the value. We may really need the value. It's not like I'm going to attack them into this Sphinx of Foresight anyway. Ouch. This is how it ends. How many straight lands did we draw? A lot, right? We kept a 3-lander. I think we only drew one spell. That freaking other Lutri, man. What a joke. What a prankster this little otter is. This is out of the deck. Give me no escape. Give me Bone to Ash. Give me anything other than the second otter. Never run the second companion, people. Ever. Alright. How do we get out of this? Those don't do it. Ow. The deck decided it hated me, and that was the end. I mean, it's time for this trade. We do need to buy this time. We can't take 8 a turn. It's not an option. If I had had a Lutri down there, we would have had 3 more damage. So it's important to think about whether or not that matters. But you can't tell me that you predicted we'd never draw another spell, because that's playing to lose anyway. Clarion. Okay. They forgot to... Oh, they did gain lifelink. I was going to say they forgot lifelink, but they didn't. Down to 12. And to Fairy. Just have to hope that they minus the Teferi on this.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Just so that they don't have a Teferi on 5. Can't really beat that. And then maybe we draw Nissa or Hydroid Krasis and we're in this game.
I'll protect you.
Okay. Okay. And there's Uro. Suddenly there's value in our life. So you're telling me there's a chance the opponent's going to get a pretty sweet draw 3 off their Karuga, unless they have something even better to do. Sorry, draw 2. My bad.
Here we go.
Unsummon off the top. With Lutri, we can copy that. Unsummon both of their creatures at a crucial time. Let's try an Uro. To see what we see. Being the flash deck without counter spells is wearing on me a little. Kill that.
Now what?
So that's a pretty big attack, but Lutri double unsummon is pretty good. We can't do it if we miss on this Uro, but I think we should bring the Uro back. No, we can wait a turn. I sort of want to bait the opponent into Cavalier Flame, pump, attack with all. Then I hit him with Bounce Bounce. I take a hit, and then I attack back for 9. And then they have a Cavalier of Flame. Oh, that's ugly, though. There's a lot of things wrong with that. But I end up with another 3 mana for resources. What does that even do? Just a Growth Spiral. I don't love it. Okay. Alright, I'm doing this. Hopefully we hit an untapped land. Even better. What's crackin', Fabled Passage? Fires of Invention with 5 additional mana left over. Let's let this go. And then counter the thing that they follow it with. Because it's their last spell for the turn. At this stage, fires and its mana advantage aren't nearly as important as the right card. And fires on its own is actually card disadvantage. So, big play. Another counter, and now they scoop it up. They can't take any more. We're going to finish up the event at 5-3 with a lopsided loss to a Luris deck that was... we probably couldn't beat in a million years, the Cat Oven deck. So, that's fine. Alrighty. Look at those beautiful gems and that 600 gold from the experience. And we are back to talk about the deck in the wrap. And even though this deck only has 14 creatures, I think that what it really needs are more counter spells, because I just didn't have enough of them. I usually had 1 or 2, and then it got very scary very quickly. Just never play the second LUTRI. I should know this by now. I keep doing it. I don't know what's the matter with me. Play No Escape. No Escape is a decent counter right now because plenty of things that need to be countered are creatures and planeswalkers, and it exiles them, which we otherwise lack in here. Also get a Blast Zone into the mana base so we have something for the Witch's Oven matchup, which is something that I foolishly forgot about when doing the build. There might be some other things that you can get in as well. Like Wilt is pretty good. Return to Nature might not be absolutely horrible as long as we can keep plenty of card draw effects. The biggest problem for LUTRI is there aren't many things for LUTRI to copy effectively. So keep the Unsummon, keep the Opt, keep the Chemister's Insight. Though I wouldn't keep the Petty Theft, but there aren't that many things for our little otter to even copy effectively. So maybe a card like Return to Nature, you know, another targeting instant would be useful. But this is the deck. It's interesting. It's kind of fun. It definitely feels like a challenge, which is what I like to an extent in Standard right now. Being able to battle with the Singleton decks with the non-Singleton decks with a LUTRI Spell Chaser deck is interesting. And I like it better, I think, than Brawl. And it's weird to explain. It's the mana. I get to have good mana in my Singleton deck. In Brawl, the biggest problem is I have to run things like Guild Gates, Evolving Wilds, and when games come down to like a tap land at the wrong time, it's very tilting because I don't get to run dual lands. Good mana. I actually like this deck better because of the good mana. Weird. But yeah, give it a try if you need something to try. Obviously, the wild cards aren't... It's kind of a budget deck. It's not a perfect budget deck. You still have to craft some of these, and there's a mythic here and there, but there sure aren't many. 1 Borrower and 1 Krasis. I think you get 1 Krasis for completing the joining the game color challengey thing. So yeah, try it if you need a little change of pace. And if you always figured Flash was too evil and oppressive, well, now give it a try with the Singleton slant, and you'll feel it's a much more of a challenge, and the wins feel more rewarding for whatever it's worth. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video tomorrow. So like and subscribe, because a different deck every day is the CGB way. And why, after years on YouTube, do I not have an exit kind of spiel down? Every other YouTuber knows what to say at the end of a video. I don't know what to say. So, since I don't know what to say, I'll just play this again. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Mono red. Mono red. This is mono red. We play mono red. This is mono red. Attack phase. Till they're dead. Here's a fervent champion. Here's a robber of the river.